Welcome back to Spiritual Tea, where we discuss the undiscussed and the undisclosed, the things that we usually don't talk about, and the things that go unseen. I'm your host, Anjali, and also known as Third Eye Ange, and I'm here to spend some time with you today. Today, our topic is going to be the sacred in every day and finding something sacred in every moment that you're presently living. How often is it that we're waiting for the perfect time, the perfect place, retreat, Sedona, church, Sunday, to be spiritual? How often is it that we're waiting until Sunday or Monday to restart the week and say we're going to start that diet or start going to the gym? It's all aligned and it's all equally yoked. And what this is really about is doing less of seeking the moment to be one with God or spirituality or however you believe, and seeking more the fact that every moment is full of God's blessings. So let's begin with a simple or soft idea. Spirituality doesn't come with thunder and lightning. Oftentimes it comes in soft whispers, a delicate glance, or an inkling that you might have. These ideas, these thoughts, these feelings, these emotions are planted within you, and they're truly on purpose. Sometimes it whispers through warm dishwater, a steamy shower, a smile from a stranger, or even an acknowledgement from your child. Everything around us is setting us up for God's advice and leading. Many of us are conditioned to seek spirituality in grand moments, occasions, pilgrimages, ceremonies, or powerful breakthroughs. And while those are really important, they're not the only places where the divine resides. If you think about it, a parent packing lunch for their child, a nurse adjusting a blanket for a patient, a barista greeting someone as they're coming to order their coffee, all of these things are sacred. They're sacred acts of service and maybe even love. So let's break down a few everyday actions that I've made note of, and how they can become spiritual practices if you shift your perspective. So, cooking, right? Stirring the pot with intention, blessing the food, offering gratitude for the hands that harvested it, and the pockets that paid for it, right? In doing all of those things, you're creating a ritual and you're creating sacred gratitude for that which you're in the moment presently doing. Walking, turning off your distractions, feeling the earth beneath your feet, you're grounded, you're in gratitude, syncing your breath with each step, and turning your walk into a moving mantra and meditation. Cleaning, okay, approaching it as not a chore, but a cleansing of energy, right? A ritual of care for your space and spirit. All of this and all of these examples are to remind you it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And it's also not what you say, it's how you say it. Here's a little something for you to try this week. Pick one ordinary task, something that you often rush through, you might not like to do, and maybe it's washing your face, maybe it's folding laundry, or even it's your commute, your actual drive in the car, right? And just for one day, I want you to do it slowly. I want you to do it mindfully, and I want you to pay attention to every single moment. And then I want you to ask yourself, what is sacred here? And I bet you'll be very surprised at what the response is, what you hear, what you see, and what you feel after you ask yourself that question. For me personally, I've been I would say, spiritual or spiritually aligned all my life. I think it wasn't until maybe my 30s that I started aligning all together and feeling like I wanted to make spirituality a part of everything I do. The way that I treat people, the way that I treat myself, the way that I do my household work that I like to do, even when I'm getting dressed. I like to think of it all as sacred. If I don't, I can be really discouraged from doing the things that don't come easy to me or feel like work sometimes. Okay? So my recommendation to you is to take your time, allow yourself to enjoy whatever it is that you're doing. The art of being present will take you so far, and it will really allow you to heal parts of yourself that you didn't know needed healing. And I truly believe that by looking at every moment as sacred and precious, you will find your way to all of the blessings that you are manifesting or wanting to receive. Once again, I thank you for joining me and listening to me share a little tidbit with you for spiritual tea. I'm Anjali. I love you so, so much. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know how you're feeling and what you're thinking. And I'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye.